So yesterday, after the date night, the Soho date night, where Meghan was looking amazing, she decided to bless our timeline with an amazing, video. And this video was so amazing because Harry was there, gushing over, his wife, who she's so stunning. I don't blame him. And then we had to see just how fun it was, how their stay in New York was. It was really fantastic. And tell me why in the salty island the Derangers are fuming. The UK media is fuming because of what? Meghan's pair of shoes. Meghan's pair of shoes. Like, I kid you not, they are pissed because Meghan is rich. They're pissed about. So you had the Daily Mail says Meghan risks being called out of touch again as she posts New York reel and Harry in grey track pants. No, Meghan does not care. Meghan does not care about what you idiots say. Meghan does not care what you think. She's living her best life. She's said a million times, she's done with the proving game. Say what you want to say. She does not care. And let me tell you, as you can see in this reel, the shoes look divine, everything. She just has fun. And I think the UK media hates the fact that Meghan has Instagram. Meghan coming back to Instagram ruined everything for them. They can no longer make money off of her because she keeps debunking all their lies. First they said Harry left, was not with Meghan in New York, and then there you have Harry looking like smitten over his wife. So in fact, I think he was even helping her pick an outfit or something. Look at this man, barefoot in sweats, just chilling, happy, thanking God for such a beautiful wife. And the UK media is pissed because of this video. And you wonder, have they not seen Meghan's pictures and videos before she even married Harry? Meghan has always been a shoe enthusiast. She loves shoes. Like, there are pictures of, look at these pictures, right? She has tons and tons of shoes. During her take days, she showed this. This is not a new thing for Meghan. And I've also seen a lot of people say, well, a lot of women in the world have tons and tons and tons of shoes. Like, women love shoes. And even when women travel, you'll have like a woman having 2 or 3 suitcases, and a man will have just a duffel bag or something. That is not new. And in fact, that makes Harry and Meghan relatable because tons of women love shoes and they have own multiple pairs of shoes. So when it's Meghan that is out of touch, and you know why they're pissed? It's because Meghan is rich. They are pissed Meghan is rich. Remember, they've been on a roll for years trying to say that they're broke, they're going broke, they cannot afford this, or very soon they'll be running back to UK to beg Charles for money. And this video just proves my girl has her own money. She can buy whatever, she can wear wherever. She works hard for her money. This is not taxpayer funded. They hate that Meghan and Harry are doing so great outside the farm, when they had predicted that they'll be back 2 years or they will come rolling back, crying, crawling, and that has not happened. So this reel has the Derangers, the UK media, in a total meltdown because Meghan dares afford shoes, expensive shoes. The Meghan dares have a normal, happy marriage. And I've seen how the internet is really clapping back and asking them, so Meghan having shoes and just showing us a couple of her wardrobe and just food she's eating is out of touch. But you have the leftover royals riding in gold carriages, buying multiple helicopters, right? Doing God knows what, moving in their 7th, mansions. That is relatable. So Meghan having shoes is out of touch. But when these clowns do all these things, that's relatable. Sib, give us a break. And then there's a person who asked in the social media, so what about eating pizza? So you guys picked the part that the shoes and the wardrobe, pizza. So also her eating pizza is out of touch. So many people all over the world eat pizza, you guys. That's it. So the internet is not having it. And I love the meltdown because it just shows you they hate that Meghan is thriving. So Meghan is doing the right thing. She's killing it. They want her miserable. They want her to wear torn clothes, horrible shoes so they can mock her. And it's not happening. She was in New York. She slayed. Look at her clothes. Like, she is just dominating headlines everywhere. Remember Balenciaga Fashion Week? Divine. They hate that. They want Meghan crying. They want Meghan miserable. They want Meghan to wear very shoddy, frumpy dresses like Kate, so they can say she's broke, or look, she cannot afford, or look, she does not have any money. So now that she has expensive taste, she has exquisite taste. In fact, she's more loved than ever by her man. They are seething. Like, I'm telling you, they are pissed. All of a sudden, it's AI that Harry was editing in that clip. I'm telling you, sometimes when you hear the Rangers talking points, you just like, oh, God help them. They need to reflect. Look, stop projecting. AI, oh, they're doing it for cameras. Mind you, the same people had said that Harry left New York, and then Harry is right there, excited. Oh, remember when they said Harry is so pissed that Meghan went to Paris? Oh, Harry is so pissed about their New York City. Oh, Harry looks miserable, they're divorcing. And then look, Harry there in sweats, really comfortable, just, gushing over his wife. Oh, if this is what divorce looks like, sign me up. Sign me up, ladies and gentlemen. If this is what happiness looks like, sign me up. Because these people, I don't know when it will stick that these two are not leaving each other. They love one another. This is what love is. I mean, and then can you blame them? They have Bulliam and Mumbles as the example for love. Those people who have the most loveless marriage, it's clear as day and night, looking at their body language, whatever, they cannot stand one another. It's a marriage on paper. So when they see Harry and Meghan swooning, gushing, protective of one another, they don't understand it. And then look at their faves. That's who they love. So they don't know what love is, right? So here are some of the comments in relation to the meltdown that the internet is having. People are reacting to it. So you have Vanessa says, be for effing real right now. I beg. She has several pairs of heels and her man wears grey sweats and a big ass smile while watching her get dressed. Egots. Aurel says, risks being called out of touch for posting her own shoes on the same day you published that William and Kate are moving into their 6th taxpayer-funded mansion. Hypocrisy. Corinne says they are losing it for 5 pairs of shoes that they saw on an IG video when prior to marrying Harry, her shoe collection must have had dozens and dozens of all sorts of shoes, sandals, boots, etc. They should spare us their full outrage. Amazing says, does the Daily Fail still not understand that Meghan does not care what they and their dim readers think? She owned enough shoes to open a store before she met Harry. In fact, one of my sisters owns enough shoes to open her own store and she's not even wealthy. Then Harry says, did William encourage them to write these articles as she clopped by in a gold horse-drawn carriage that protects him from being approached by the peasants? Laura says, love how Meghan is always the one out of touch and not the royal family who wear robes and have horse-drawn gold carriages and live in castles. Couldn't possibly be them. It has to be the modern and chic American with a wardrobe to die for who works for everything she has. Valmont says she is a literal princess whose mother-in-law is the Diana. Is she supposed to pretend she is broke or something? MZ says, risks by who exactly? As if Meghan gives an F about their retarded opinions. And then Pamela says, the institution doesn't want the public to know that Harry and Meghan are happy and thriving without it. The British press being their #1 cheerleaders and PR obliged. So Meghan posting all this just put that idea dead in the water. Dasha says, honestly, they are scraping the bottom of the barrel now. So it would have been okay if she'd videoed his suits. It would have been okay. He's standing there in joggers. She has a white robe on. What's the problem, Daily Fail? Jesus, they need to give it a rest. It's embarrassing. Jay says she can have 100 pairs. She pays for them. Unlike she who won't be mentioned. And the one who won't be mentioned does not even have good taste in shoes, guys. Here says, I hope that next time Meghan also shows all the jewelry she brought on the trip, we will have a meltdown stroke tantrum of the rotters from which they could not recover. Walk says, a one or lawful. They're desperate for things to be out of order so they can write 1,000 articles. Since there's none, they fabricate anything. Star says, Meghan's lifestyle was completely out of reach for most of the dusty readers when she was an actor. We've all seen her pre-marriage closet and the glimpses of her life from the take. They need to be for real. Casa says, I love a man in grey sweats. Also, most women will have several pairs of heels. If you're like me, you haven't worn them in ages but refuse to throw out as one day we might wear them again. Naya says, I do not understand this obsession with getting rich people to hide their wealth and blessings just so that people who don't have those things feel better about themselves. I know, right? JD says they are so angry that so far their hate campaign has failed and she's thriving. Pharrell says very few clothes there and shoes. She has public engagements. Is pissed, so must have a variety of outfits. Women love shoes. What's new? Sherry says if she's out of touch for those shoes, then so are most American women. LOL. Actually, it's not just American women. I think women all over the world. Ori says, is she also out of touch by eating pizzas too? Unhinged clowns. Then Robert says, translation, tablets have a new photo to feed their never-ending projection on the Duchess of Sussex being out of touch, while the actual out-of-touch royal family parades around in carriages, haute couture, velour, medals, and crown jewels. Mo says, do most women own lots of shoes while their man has a few? We go on holiday. I use 2 big cases, meanwhile his fit in 2 cabin bags. His choice. Millie says, have the British media not read the room yet? Are Brits so stupid to not know what their media is doing? Jen says, I know plenty of women who are not royalty who spend big money on shoes like this. Give me a break. Dee says, so basically the fail is upset that Meghan has a whole wardrobe that didn't cost the British public a dime. Yeah. Oma says, call her whatever you like. She doesn't give an F about y'all. She will post whatever she wants. Period. Keep crying. Daily fail. So guys, that is it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please remember to hit that subscribe button. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.